Breaking from Ouagadougou, President Ibrahim Traoré has just pulled back the curtain on a secret that's been gripping Burkina Faso for weeks. In a move that sent shockwaves through the region, he has officially unveiled the faces and identities of the 6 men accused of orchestrating a coup against his government. Yes, you heard that right. The alleged plot, described by insiders as one of the most sophisticated threats to Traoré's presidency since he took power, is now out in the open. And now we have names, we have faces, and we have a clearer picture of just how deep this conspiracy may have gone. These 6 individuals were not random rebels. They were reportedly embedded within Burkina Faso's own institutions. The military, intelligence circles, and even political networks once thought loyal. Some were decorated officers, others silent power brokers operating from the shadows. But all are now being paraded before the public as traitors to the state. How was the plot uncovered? What were their ultimate goals? Was there foreign involvement? And what does this shocking reveal mean for the fragile stability of a nation still navigating through rebellion, reform, and war? In this exclusive breakdown, we'll go deep into each of the 6 alleged plotters, who they are, what their connections were, and how their takedown marks a critical turning point in Traoré's presidency, and perhaps in West Africa's fight against internal sabotage and regime destabilization. Buckle in, because what you're about to see is not just political drama, it's power, betrayal, and survival playing out in real time. The faces behind the plot. An in-depth look at Burkina Faso's power struggle. In November 2024, Burkina Faso's ruling junta, led by Captain Ibrahim Traoré, moved swiftly to unveil the identities of 6 individuals alleged to be key figures in a coup plot against the current government. These individuals are former military leaders, politicians, and key figures in the security apparatus of the country. Their alleged involvement in a destabilization plan is seen as a direct challenge to Traoré's regime, which came to power in a military coup in September 2022. Traoré's junta, determined to consolidate its power, took drastic measures against these individuals, freezing their assets and placing them under surveillance. The 6 faces revealed to the public paint a vivid picture of a nation still in turmoil, caught between factions vying for control. Let's dive deeper into the 6 individuals who have been accused of plotting against the current regime and explore their connections, their roles in the power struggle, and the broader implications for Burkina Faso. 1. Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba, the exiled commander. One of the most well-known names in Burkina Faso's recent political upheaval is Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba. Damiba's brief tenure as president, following the 2022 coup that ousted former President Roch-Marc Kabore, is a story marked by a swift rise to power and an even swifter downfall. Damiba, once a celebrated military officer, became the face of a revolution against Kabore, primarily due to the escalating security crisis in the Sahel region. However, his inability to address the growing threat posed by terrorist groups, coupled with internal dissatisfaction within the military ranks, led to his own downfall just months into office. In September 2022, Damiba was ousted by Captain Ibrahim Traoré, who led a second coup, citing Damiba's failure to effectively counter terrorism. Since his ousting, Damiba has lived in exile in neighboring Togo. Yet, even from a distance, Damiba remains a significant figure in Burkina Faso's political landscape. His alleged involvement in a new coup plot is seen as a direct challenge to Traoré's authority. Traoré has accused Damiba of collaborating with external forces and terrorist groups to destabilize the country. In November 2024, the junta took a bold step by freezing Damiba's assets, seeking to cut off any remaining financial support he may have. The junta's call for his extradition has made it clear that they consider him a central figure in efforts to undermine the government. 2. Yves Didier Bamouni, the shadow operative. Lieutenant Colonel Yves Didier Bamouni was once a trusted member of the military establishment, known for his role in Burkina Faso's defense operations. Bamouni, who served as the head of military operations during Damiba's rule, was seen as a man of integrity and strategy. However, his name surfaced in connection with the coup plot against Traoré, leading to his swift removal from his position. Bamouni's abrupt dismissal from the military was followed by his abduction in Ouagadougou by armed men. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance remain unclear, but it is widely believed that Bamouni was detained by government forces, who were seeking to prevent him from executing his alleged plans to destabilize the regime. His current whereabouts are unknown, and he has reportedly been incommunicado since his arrest. The junta's accusations suggest that Bamouni had been collaborating with factions opposed to Traoré, and his involvement in a plot to overthrow the regime is seen as an extension of Damiba's failed revolution. Bamouni's fate will likely remain a point of contention as the junta seeks to consolidate control over the military and the country. 3. Romeo Uwoba, the Special Forces maverick. Another figure accused of being a central player in the coup plot is Lieutenant Colonel Romeo Uwoba, who was once the commander of Burkina Faso's elite special forces. Uwoba was highly respected for his counter-terrorism efforts and played a significant role in Burkina Faso's military operations against jihadist groups in the Sahel region. However, like Bamouni, Uwoba found himself on the wrong side of the political divide after Traoré's coup. Uwoba's alleged involvement in the conspiracy against Traoré underscores the ongoing divisions within the military leadership. After being accused of supporting the plot, Uwoba went into hiding, and his whereabouts remain unknown. There are rumors suggesting that he has fled the country to seek refuge abroad, possibly in neighboring Mali or Niger, where anti-junta sentiment runs high. Uwoba's disappearance adds another layer of mystery to the unfolding political drama. His strong ties to special operations and his extensive network within Burkina Faso's military and intelligence circles make him a key figure in understanding the internal dynamics at play in the country. 4. Sékou Ouédraogo, the intelligence insider. Sékou Ouédraogo, a former deputy director of the National Intelligence Agency, has played a critical role in Burkina Faso's security apparatus for years. As a key figure in the intelligence community, Ouédraogo had a front-row seat to the inner workings of the state's security strategy. His deep ties within the military and government gave him access to sensitive information, which some allege he used to undermine Traoré's junta. Ouédraogo's alleged involvement in the coup plot suggests that he may have leveraged his position within the intelligence services to gather support for anti-government factions. The junta's accusations against him paint a picture of a man who used his insider status to orchestrate a plot against the government, using his knowledge of the state's vulnerabilities to his advantage. After being accused of these activities, Ouédraogo went underground, and his current location remains uncertain. Like Bamouni and Uwoba, Ouédraogo has effectively vanished from the public eye. His silence only fuels the speculation surrounding his role in the coup attempt and his potential connections with foreign actors seeking to destabilize the region. 5. Djibril Bassolé, the diplomatic dissenter. Djibril Bassolé, a former foreign minister of Burkina Faso, is another high-profile figure connected to the alleged coup plot. Bassolé, known for his diplomatic experience and his long-standing ties to international organizations, has become a vocal critic of Traoré's regime. After being accused of supporting the coup, Bassolé's assets were frozen by the junta in November 2024, and he found himself exiled in Paris. Bassolé's fall from grace is a testament to the shifting alliances within Burkina Faso's political elite. Once a key member of the government, Bassolé's public support for the coup and his outspoken criticisms of Traoré placed him at odds with the new regime. His exile in Paris has allowed him to continue engaging with international actors, and he remains a thorn in the side of the junta, using his influence abroad to rally support for anti-regime forces. 6. Alpha Berry, the media strategist. Finally, Alpha Berry, a former foreign minister and media strategist, is another prominent figure accused of conspiring against Traoré's regime. Berry, known for his savvy political maneuvering and media influence, has used his expertise to challenge the junta's legitimacy. He is accused of financing anti-government activities and supporting opposition groups both inside and outside Burkina Faso. Berry's current base of operations is in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, where he continues to be a vocal critic of the junta. His media network has been a powerful tool in spreading anti-regime narratives, making him a significant figure in the ongoing political struggle in Burkina Faso. The junta's response: asset freezes and exile. In response to these alleged coup plotters, Traoré's junta has implemented a series of financial sanctions aimed at crippling the opposition's financial networks. In November 2024, the junta froze the assets of over 100 individuals, including military officers, politicians, and journalists. This move is part of a broader strategy to consolidate control and eliminate threats to the regime's stability. The asset freeze, which is set to last for 6 months, serves as a warning to anyone considering opposing the junta. It also represents a